And welcome back to another powerful episode of VirtuoHub, where we highlight leaders, culture builders, and people shaping the DNA of not only the basketball community across the nation, but today we have someone extremely special that is joining us, someone who not only represents the heart of grassroots development, someone who shows up not just for the spotlight, but for the kids, for the culture, and definitely for the craft. Coach Tierra Murphy, who has spent the last 5 years as a dedicated assistant coach for the DMV Warriors in the V League. Make sure you check out vleague.pro for all things V League, one of the most respected youth programs in the region. But her journey goes much deeper. She has played middle school, high school, college, and semi-pro basketball, bringing not only her experience that she's lived, but also she brings it in an authentic fashion on every single level and translating it into leadership for the next generation. And let's just be real. Coaching on a sport is one thing, but Tierra, man, she coached basketball, baseball, soccer, middle school level. That's different levels of versatility, patience, and understanding of youth programs and development around the DMV Warriors. They call her the first lady of the program, not only because she holds it down behind the scene, but because she brings structure, discipline, accountability, and nurturing toughness that athletes actually respond to. She is shaping up players. She is shaping up youth, not only on the court, but off the court. Essentially, she's shaping up futures with passion, with purpose, and with presence. Coach Murphy, it's an honor to have you in here on the VirtuoHub. How you feeling today?
I feel great. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Without a doubt. Let's get into it. So first things first, not only you've played at every single level, from middle school all the way up to semi-pro. When you look back at that journey, what moments shaped you the most, not only as a player, but now as a coach?
It was a lot of discipline. I was a knucklehead, to be honest. And it's just like
I found my sister, y'all. Another knucklehead.
I was a knucklehead, but the thing about it is I had a twin sister knucklehead with me. So my little riding buddy, we both played.
We're three of us now.
Triplets. So it was just learning maturity. When I first started playing basketball, I was like an angry kid trying to find any way to stay out of the house. And then I actually learned to love sports, and I participated in other sports, but it was just learning over the years that I actually was talented in something. So that just meant the world to me. And then basketball turned into my saving grace.
I love that. It's almost like therapy. What was
Absolutely, yes.
What was coaching always the plan, or did you just fall in love with it along the way?
Well, I'm a Capricorn, so I'm very like bossy. So I like telling people what to do. And then, like I say, I think very logically. So it's like I know my ideas is like I'm not often wrong. So it's like I just like it, and being able to motivate other people and talk. It's just I just love helping people.
I was speaking to somebody this morning, and they were like, "You got to be realistic and adapt to the world." I was like, I make the world adapt to me. So I have unrealistic results because of that mindset. So don't change. The DMV Warriors are known for structure, competitiveness, and culture. What is the secret sauce behind this program?
Me.
I love that.
I'm the secret sauce. I'm the secret
sauce.
Yes, absolutely. Through all the transitions that we've experienced, at the end of the day, the one consistent motivator we have is me. I'm what we need.
I do have to ask, you've been with the team for 5 years. Mm-hmm. How have you seen the players and the program evolve during the time that you've been here?
So the levels of competition has definitely changed. Sometimes we started out a little slow and rocky. Other times we started out like a powerhouse. But it's just like at the end of the day, you see the growth in each player every game, every season, even with the rotation of different players and the chemistry being built. Like you see like explosive talent.
Yeah. And you see it actually in the mindset in the community of the DMV Warriors as well. People call you the first lady of the DMV Warriors. What does that title mean to you personally?
Oh my gosh. To even have that label upon myself, it's feel like being crowned something. Because like I said, as a woman, especially in the industry with men solely, it just means a lot that I'm looked at other than just a girl to play basketball. It makes me feel like I have purpose. Like I'm doing something right. And I'm a strong leader beside my guys, and they trust me. They count on me. I have their back. At the end of the day, when they giving up on themselves, they have somebody that's going to pick them up. And that means a lot that they count on me.
Let's get into the coaching philosophy and youth development, because your eyes light up when we get into that topic. You've coached baseball, basketball, and soccer, 3 different sports, extremely different, if I might add. How does that versatility influence your coaching style?
Well, when I first started coaching different sports, like soccer and baseball, I've never, ever coached those sports. But like with my basketball IQ, like some of the drills we do, I could think like, oh, we're running around the field. It's like the 3-man weave. I use basketball as my locomotive to try to understand the sport. And then I did my little digging to try to figure out what it actually means. But me using my basketball smarts kind of helped me
It's also
better
a different
understand.
perspective when
Yes,
you look at things in a different way. Yeah, I relate to that. I've played everything since I was a child, and even it's so interesting. Last thing that I've done was MMA a couple of years ago, and I competed and whatnot, and I would understand certain things based on boxing out, based on, like how to actually play the game of soccer. Like when the ball is coming, how do you move your knee? I would actually use it as a defensive mechanism. So there's a lot of things that you can have to your advantage if you use the right perspective. What do you believe young athletes need most today and maybe wasn't emphasized when you were growing up? That's the deep question that we like to ask, ladies and gentlemen. When that face, I call it who wants to be a millionaire face right there. When you're like, I want to phone a friend. So yeah, like that was good that you took a moment there, because it's a different generation if you think about it, right?
And that's why I'm so passionate about even answering this question, because a lot of these kids, even now, the athletics